Alabama assistant police chief has been exposed as a racist. Now, obviously, the town wants him to be fired or resign. Let me take you to Shelby County, Alabama. All right. Let's put up the group of Alabama residents and leaders who came together. The people of Shelby County, Alabama are calling for the assistant police chief to be fired over racist text messages. A large group of upset residents packed the small council chamber in Vincent, Alabama for a meeting on Tuesday. Residents demanded the town's assistant chief of police be fired, accusing him of sending a racist text message to other officers, all right? Residents were upset over this racist joke sent via text message. It says, "What do y'all call a pregnant slave?" Question mark. BOGO, buy one, get one free. That's the chief, the assistant chief. They and the Shelby County NAACP believe this text was sent by the assistant police chief. Vincent's council, the city council, and mayor promised a full investigation into the text along with an update at the next council meeting, currently set for August 16th. We're gonna bring you that update when it happens. Mayor James D. Latimer did not allow public comment during the meeting. Now, according to AL.com, according to their reporting, appropriate disciplinary action has been taken against a Vincent police officer who sent a text message containing a racist joke, said Police Chief James Srigley, all right? "We have conducted an internal investigation and appropriate disciplinary action has been taken," the chief said in a text message to AL.com on Tuesday. The police chief did not reveal the nature of the discipline or the name of the officer involved, okay? Now, here's what we're going to do, because I believe you have a racist assistant chief of police in Vincent City, Alabama. That's what I believe, and that's what the majority of black residents believe, okay? So since you wanna play hide the pickle, we got a game for you. Per the Vincent, Alabama government site, let's put it up. All right, there's the information, okay? You got the police chief, whom I just mentioned. John L. Goss is the assistant police chief. Lee Carden, officer. Address, phone number, 205-672-2261, okay? And you can call after business hours at the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, 205-669-4181. Now listen, I actually go to law school in Alabama. I drive from Georgia to Alabama to go to law school, all right? I make that trip every week, okay? The community is standing up to these police officers. The community is saying this needs to be handled by way of firing. So let me speak directly to the mayor just for a moment and members of council. I don't know what this assistant chief may have on you or your town, but if you ignore the reality that you have a cop among you who is in fact racist, something is going to happen. This is called a liability and a warning. You can take heed to the warning or wait until the next report when every single one of you will be on the chopping block because you failed to act. And now this is called a negligent hire, or you kept an individual when they should have been fired given their historical conduct. Now that's on you if you want that level of liability, but believe me, that liability is attached. Now, while they don't want to confirm exactly who it is, we do have confirmation of other cops we've covered. There's a Cincinnati officer, Kelly Dratch, put her face up. She was suspended for a week, just a week. Why? She went on a racist tirade with telemarketers. She called them the N-word. She behaved in this way in front of her cop colleagues and did it twice in 1 month. The 23-year veteran was suspended in May for violating the department's code of conduct for failure of good behavior. Only suspended for a week for being racist. The suspension is the first time she faced any discipline and is considered to be an example of an officer. Really? The first incident happened November 17, 2021 at the department's real-time crime center. According to the internal investigation, the officer reportedly made a habit of picking up calls from telemarketers and arguing with them during her shift. During this particular call, the report says she called the person on the line a sand N-word. Okay, that was once. Senior crime analyst with family from Iran overheard this and confronted this cop. "What the F, Kelly?" this individual said. The employee asked in shock, according to the internal report. The officer apologized, though the analyst told investigators the apology did not feel sincere as she'd hoped. About a week later, the cop did it again. Why? No penalty, no punishment, no real discipline, no accountability. So she does it again. "I heard a girl in there yelling N-word in there 2 times. I have to sit right next to their door, and they should not be saying this word," an employee wrote in an anonymous letter to Human Resources. "Someone who uses this word should not work for my city. I hope you do something about it," right? During a February hearing, the officer did not refute the use of the slur, did not say, "Hey, it wasn't me, I didn't do it." Okay? She probably does it so much that she doesn't really remember when she does it. So she wasn't going to refute it. However, she reportedly said that her actions were the result of an immense amount of stress she's been facing outside of the workplace. The stress from the effects of the pandemic, health issues with her father, the loss of 2 children, her husband losing his job, and her oldest son who has a mental health condition. Put a picture up again, okay? Ma'am, there are a lot of people going through a lot of things. It's called life, but it doesn't make you a racist POS, piece of you know what. Now they're keeping her on the force. Once again, they have decided to marry themselves to the liability of a racist individual. So when there's an action that coincides with her sentiment, they are going to act shocked and say, "She was such a great cop. I just can't believe it." There's more. Remember, another Cincinnati cop we reported on recently put a picture up. She used the N-word on her job as well. Officer Rose Valentino was caught on her own body camera using the N-word in a moment of road rage when a black teen had a disagreement with her. She was suspended until further notice, still waiting disciplinary action. You know, if you yell the N-word and you work at, I don't know, a clothing store, fast food restaurant, a car wash, you're going to be fired. You're not going to be allowed to come back. But obviously you can be indicted for felony murder. You can be a known racist. You can be racist on the record. You can admit to being a racist and still have a job in policing. This is why a lot of people don't like the police. None of this makes sense. None of it. They are willing to take the liability of a racist individual and put the entire damn community at risk. Well, community of black people. Ms. Khan, thoughts here?
Yeah, the nature of policing in this country is flawed, and that we expect these cops to transcend the idea of human fallibility in a way that most of us can't even do. Right, we expect them to be aware of and embarrassed by their own prejudices to the point that those prejudices don't affect the way that they do their jobs. And it's a really, really big ask of anybody, let alone people who are, again, given firearms and given the authority to enforce their beliefs and of right and wrong on the community, right? And you can't blame people for not trusting law enforcement when these are the kind of people who are allowed to be cops and public servants, right? Not only that, but again, they're protected by the institution. So much of what they say and do is protected, or it's hidden from the public, or it's defended by their superiors. And I'm just talking about the instances that we actually know about, the instances that have made it into headlines and onto shows like this one. But I do love the angle of this particular story with the community. The community is taking action against the corrupt authorities that are attempting to govern their lives. And we need to see more of this. People need to understand the power that they have, the power of community, and how a little cooperation and a little coordination can really go a long way.
All right, there you have it.